Are you an artist struggling to create social media content? Well, this video is perfect for you. Social media can take an artist from 0 fans all the way to selling out arena tours. We've seen it over the past few years, but how can you go about creating content without coming across as a YouTube vlogger or an influencer? Well, in this video, I'm going to go over 3 different artists who are smashing the content game. And these are across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. So you have some ideas and you can sort of copy what they're doing, but putting your own personal twist on it. This video is going to inspire you to create content, inspire you to start using social media to grow your audience. So let's jump straight in. This one's going to be super chilled. I've got a chai tea. I've even taken my shoes off. That is how chilled I'm going in today's video, because this one isn't about me telling you how to do things. This is about me showing you 3 artists who are absolutely smashing it on social media. They've got the content right, they've got the engagement right, they've even got the style right for their music. And one of these artists is even one we've worked with personally. I'm keeping that right to the end, so make sure to stick around. A lot of you are probably saying, why do I need to create social media content? I'm an artist, I create music, that should do the talking. However, there is way too much music now in the music industry just to create music. You need to have something more. You need to have something which portrays personality, which shows your narrative. And these 3 artists, which I'm going to explain, are doing that perfectly. They're engaging with their target audience without selling to them. However, all 3 of these artists are full-time musicians. They've got it sorted, and that's because of the content. And this one isn't just for people that are struggling on Instagram, because I'm going to talk about Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, 3 of the best platforms for musicians right now. So if you find that you're struggling with Instagram and you've tried and it's not one for you, then perhaps the other 2 are more fitting to your style, your narrative, and you're going to learn from these 3 artists which one's best for you. So, shall we start? Let's start with TikTok. This person who I'm going to speak about came up on my For You page. For those of you who don't know, TikTok has the main page, which is the For You page. This is the things that are trending. This is the things the TikTok thinks you might like on the platform. I guess it's sort of like your Discover Weekly on Spotify, but for content, and a lot more of it is what would be on Spotify, the charting songs, because it's the most popular content. But what's fantastic about TikTok is it has a similar algorithm to Spotify, where they take the piece of content, they push it out to an audience, see how it does, and if it does well, they keep pushing it out. So this artist I'm going to talk about came up on my For You page, and from there, I fell in love with his music, I fell in love with his personality, and none of what he's done has made it take away from the music. None of it has been focused on something that's a little bit cringy, something that's more of an influencer's thing to do. It's all about the music. And this artist is Giorgio Austin. He is from The Voice. I never watched The Voice, so I didn't know he was on it, but apparently he had a small fan base, nothing major, just from being on The Voice. However, his TikTok following started at 0, just like yours would be. And he started this trend, and he's done it with about 3 of his songs now, but the one I saw was for Tabletop. Basically what he does is he tells the narrative of the track. He points at different things which are explaining how the track came together. So for Tabletop, what he did is he told the story of how he wrote it. He pointed at all the things that made him write the song, and then finished it with, that's the song you're listening to today. I don't know if that's a very good description, but I'll insert the clip here.
You were too beautiful to sit alone. Took my one shot that night. Asked for your hand and if you'd like to join in a dance. And you smiled as I began to dance on the tabletop. I spun around until you yelled to stop. I was spinning, grinning, feeling so full of life.
So not only are you actually pushing out the track to people, so they're going to hear it, but you're also telling the narrative behind it. You're telling the story, which makes people have a much more personal connection with the song. All content should do is build a relationship between you and the consumer, and that's what Giorgio has done perfectly. The story is so heartwarming, so why wouldn't you want to tell it? And now he has is one of his most streamed tracks on Spotify. So this style that he's done with a few videos on TikTok, all have done extremely well. So again, it's always about the music. He's always pushing out the music to people. And notice the captions that he uses intrigues you. If you just read that before watching the video, you would want to keep watching. And with TikTok, that's so important because the content is just insane on that platform. There's so much going on there that you need to stand out. Either the first 5 seconds or the caption needs to intrigue them. What's fantastic about TikTok is people are a little bit more patient than they are on other social media platforms. So Instagram, if a video isn't intriguing in the first 5 seconds, you skip. However, with TikTok, if something intrigues you in the first 5 seconds, you stay till the end, because the videos are either 15 seconds, but now they've been extended to 1 minute. So you expect something funny to happen, something interesting, something heartwarming to happen within that time span if it's got engagement. So he's slipped in right at the end what people are actually liking the video for, which is so clever, because then that means that people have listened to a lot more of the track. And because TikTok have seen that people have watched to the end, they push it out to more and more people. You might be thinking, how can I do this without copying him? Well, you can always take that format and try it for yourself. Or you can take the idea of just telling your story. Tell the idea of what the track's about. All of you write music with a story in mind, with something that's happened to you in life. So just put that in a TikTok video. But don't just sit to the camera and speak about it. Make it interesting. Use the features that TikTok offers. Maybe you can even make it a little bit humorous. Because remember, a lot of the audience on that platform are Gen Z. So that's what they came to the platform for. If you want more advice on TikTok, what songs work on TikTok, what content you can create on TikTok, I've actually done 2 videos on this, so I'll make sure to link both of them below. Next, we're going to move on to YouTube. There's an artist on YouTube that I absolutely love. I discovered him from Facebook actually, because one of his videos went viral. His YouTube channel was linked in the caption of that Facebook video, and from then on, I've been a subscriber. He has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, all extremely engaged. And this artist is Blanks. If you're a subscriber of this channel, you've probably heard us talk about Blanks before. He's a fantastic content creator, but also a fantastic musician. He's incredibly talented. His YouTube channel is all about the music, but he's been incredibly creative with it. He has 3 different styles of videos that he does on his channel. One is the 1 hour challenge, which basically means he gets a track, a well-known track, and has an hour to recreate it. His other one is he gets his Instagram followers to write a song for him. So he does Instagram stories, giving them 2 options, so drums or bongos or guitar or bass. And then he plays a little bit and lets them choose. So they write the whole song. And then the last one is the one that I saw on Facebook, which went viral, is where he changes a track from one genre to the other. The one that many of you might actually know is Post Malone Better Now. He put in an 80s style. And that video now has over 6 million views. Actually, now looking at it, it's nearly 7 million views. So what he does so well is he does well-known songs, so people are searching them on YouTube. He's getting those keywords in that title. He makes engaging titles, so you want to hear what Post Malone Better Now sounds like as an 80s track. And he's done this with so many different songs. That title alone is so intriguing. And in the 1 hour challenge, you think, how can someone write a full song, create a full song in an hour? But the best one for me is his Instagram one. The fact he gets his Instagram followers to write a song for him means that his stories, everyone's always intrigued, they're always engaging with it because they're waiting for him to put something on. And then once you've interacted on story, you want to go across to YouTube to watch what you impacted. You were part of the development of that song. The best bit is sometimes people even send him voice notes of different melodies, some lyrics, and he plays them in the YouTube video and uses them for the final copy. His channel is fantastic. He's created such an engaged audience that it's now his full-time job. He obviously has an income from YouTube. He even does sponsorships on his YouTube channel. But then again, he also makes money from streams, because the tracks that do well on YouTube, he waits to see if people comment. If they want it on Spotify, he puts it on, and then he's got an audience there. But he also has merch. He's going on a European tour in 2020. There's so many different income streams there, and that all stemmed from the content. Of course, you don't need to copy his content style. You don't need to do the exact same thing, but having those intriguing titles, having those things that people actually want to click is the key for YouTube. But also being consistent. He's uploaded so many videos. He's at nearly 70 videos now, and they're all such a high quality. He can rip that and put it on Instagram, Facebook, whichever other platforms he wants to, but it's always going to stem back to the YouTube channel because that's where his core audience is. So you can, of course, do the same. Have those engaging titles, have those high quality videos, make it all about the music. So you need to have high quality content as often as you can on the platform, titled correctly, tagged correctly, the caption is intriguing. And if you can do that, YouTube might be a fantastic platform for you. Now, the final artist. This is the one that we've been waiting for. This is an artist that we've worked with directly. They are fantastic. They are such lovely people, and they are smashing it on Instagram. This artist is called HANNIE. They are a female production duo, and they have 3 separate accounts. So they've got the 2 girls, they've got an account each, but also a joint account. Their combined following is over 340,000. HANNIE is a combination of 2 girls, Hannah and Annie. Hannah is on keys, Annie is on guitar, and what they do is they create music. They do live loops, they do covers, they do tutorials. Their whole Instagram account is about the music. I can't even begin to explain just how talented these girls are. They've created this audience purely from their talent and just putting it on social media consistently. They post daily across story and feed, and they even go live. They do absolutely everything they possibly can to be engaged with their followers. They reply to comments, they do interactive things on their stories, and they have really funny things as well. Like Annie every single day will do a word of the day, a word that she's learnt that day, and she tries to use it in a sentence, whereas Hannah will do a track that she plays on piano and you have to guess what the song actually is. So every story, you're connected with them. You watch them create a track, you watch them transform something into a masterpiece. You're taught how to even make a loop. They cover it all. And the best thing is, they are artists that have released music. So HANNIE, the production duo, have released songs. They've released them with us. And during the campaigns we did with them, we secured over 10 Spotify editorial playlists, sync deals with the likes of Nissan, Puma, McDonald's, and even brand collaborations with the likes of JBL and Nasty Gal. So this isn't just a situation where people are influencers. They are professional musicians that have got a very good name, and the music industry is seeing that. They're not just seeing them as people on Instagram putting out content. And I think that's what's so important, because far too many artists approach us saying, I don't want to create content because it makes me come across as a content creator, not an artist. However, that does sort of need to merge now. You're not just a musician. You've got to put across your narrative, put across your personality, your style, and social media is the best place to do that. And this isn't a negative. It's not a negative at all. You're being given the chance to reach your target audience so simply, so easily, and push your music, push your talent, your story in front of them. All 3 of these artists have done it fantastically. They are all amazing artists and amazing content creators. And I think it's so important that you look at these 3 artists, because none of them are doing the whole YouTuber vlogger thing. And I think these 3 artists are just proof that if you can create content well, you can be a successful artist. I hope you like this video. It was a little bit different. It was a little bit more chilled, a little bit more conversational. And those will be our neighbours. And if you have any artists that you think their content is fantastic, make sure to mention them below, because I'd love to check them out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell so you're notified when we upload, and we'll be back soon with more music marketing advice.
Hey, let's forget the things I said to you yesterday. I'm not gonna take my time playing it so safe, so you can be the one I love today, just today. I'm gonna do how I want, nothing to lose 'cause I'm still young, and I'll be selfish on myself.
Worst cardigan ever to wear while filming.